I know we're asking for a lot to get you clapping at 6 o'clock on a Monday, but this view should do it for you. Looking out at Lucas Oil Stadium this morning on a Victory Monday. We're glad you're up with us here on 13 Sunrise. It was packed yesterday, and for good reason. We're glad we were able to help welcome in a win this season, and we're going to keep it going. It's 6 o'clock Monday morning. Let's get to it. We'll let you know what you can expect weather-wise. I'm Jalea, along with Matthew and Matt this morning. You said you need the hoodie this morning.
That's right. I did need the hoodie this morning. I stepped out. It was a little brisk. I'm not going to lie. You know, it's been chilly a couple of mornings, but today has been the coldest over recent days.
Yeah, and the weather service just said it's coolest start since June.
Okay.
So you feel it. The good news is that we don't have much wind out there because the wind makes it a lot worse. But it's chilly. You're gonna want that jacket. I've been talking to Anna. Anna and I were at Super Bowl, or not Super Bowl, Colts Stadium.
Let's speak that into existence. Super Bowl this year.
Well, that was
Let's
so funny. I was looking at Pat McAfee's tweets, and he was just talking about after the second quarter, you know, okay, we're doing good, and then he's just like, let's go, Super Bowl, Browns.
Manifest. I'm here for it.
Yes, we've got this. But Anna might be a little cool out there this morning outside Lucas Oil.
So.
You wanted that light jacket out there as well as you're starting off your day. It is a clear start. You can see the full moon out there this morning. It's going to get in range of more of our cameras here shortly. That'll moon set at 8 o'clock this morning. But it is chilly. I want to show you some of the temperatures that we have. Let's do a quick tour. It's 39 now in Muncie, down to 41 in Marion and Kokomo. It's a chilly start, 37 in Crawfordsville. It's going to be a nice warm day once we get the sun up, but my goodness, this morning it's chilly. 43 in Newcastle, 40 in Greenfield, 38 now for the Eagles in Zionsville. Indianapolis, the temperature's kind of been teetering between 49 and 50. We could cool off a little bit more over the next hour or so. Our coolest time of the morning this time of year is about 8 o'clock, so we still have 2 hours left to see these temperatures drop a little bit more. 44 in Rushville and Shelbyville, and 44 reporting there in Bloomington. So it is a cool start, but it is a clear start. Once we get the sun up, brilliant blue sky is expected today. And with all that sun, we should get a touch warmer. Mid-70s on the way today. Nice day headed to school. The kids are going to love recess. For some of the teachers, though, if you're standing out there, it could still feel just a touch cool. You may want the light jacket. You could kind of go either way. But headed home today, beautiful weather, 70s out there. Can't beat this forecast. Coming up, we're going to let you know about the warm-up on the way. But Lindsay, you have some good news on the east side?
We do, yeah. It was a mess this past weekend. We had closures on 465 southbound all the way from those 69 ramps down to about 30th Street as they were doing some paving operations and some work here on the on and off ramp system at Pendleton Pike. This did reopen ahead of schedule. Was supposed to be worked on here through about 6 o'clock this morning, but it's been open basically all through the overnight. This ramp again closed all throughout the weekend, several of those travel lanes as well. Now starting to see traffic picking up just a bit, but at least everything is moving along smoothly. So as far as your delay goes out on the east side of town and then coming down that 69 corridor, no delay to report. So that's some good news, but we'll keep you posted if we do see any issues develop.
Colts fans, are we still celebrating this morning?
Absolutely. You got to. That dominant performance at home against the Dolphins has them with a 1-0 record. We can celebrate that.
That's right.
A week 1 win is always something to celebrate, but this is historic for the boys in blue.
That's right. And our Anna Chalker, she is live outside of Lucas Oil Stadium this morning with reaction from this season kickoff. Anna, good morning.
Good morning, Matthew and Jalea. I'll tell you, there are still some excited fans out here this morning. We did see a fan in his Colts jersey, probably didn't sleep from the game last night. But this has been a long time coming, this 1-0 start. Since 2013, we won that first season opener. I'll tell you in perspective, I was 12 years old, so I'll let you do the math on that one, how long it has been. But the fans have been ready for it, and, you know, really the team was on fire and ready to win it since kickoff. It was a really exciting game the whole way through, holding the Dolphins from scoring until 7 minutes left of the game. The Colts became the first team since 1977 to score on every offensive position in a game. And quarterback Daniel Jones proved his haters wrong, showing why he was picked as the starting quarterback with a great performance. He was named the player of the game by the team. And as some would say, this curse was broken. Traditions were bigger than ever. Inside touchdown town, fans were up bright and early, partying, eating, drinking, you name it, they were having fun. And just glad to be back together for another season. And some say this win gives them a good outlook on the rest of the season.
We always like to have some kind of hope, you know, like give us some kind of something to root for, something to cheer for.
I am so ready for us to have home wins. I am tired of visiting fans coming in here and celebrating. This is our home, and I'm ready to defend it and ready to cheer.
I think she's a lot of other people joining her to defend this team. 1 home win down, 8 more to go. Team is back home this Sunday when they face off against the Denver Broncos at 1. And this win just the icing on the top of the cake for a game that was all about the late owner Jim Irsay. So coming up, we'll talk about all of the celebrations and tributes that were given to him and his family during this game last night.
Yeah, it was beautiful tributes there, and it really does make this win feel a lot better, too. Thank you, Anna. It's 6:05. Ahead this hour, Dominic Morana is joining us for the first Colts wake-up call of the season.
That's right. He'll be breaking down everything that led up to yesterday's Week 1 win. So we'll have a full recap available right now on our streaming platform, WTHR+.
If you don't already have this, it's free to download. You can watch anytime.
All right, now we know the Colts aren't the only Indiana team celebrating big this morning.
That's right, the Fever have made it to the WNBA playoffs. We never doubted you. They clinched that spot after smoking the Mystics. It was an away game, 94-65. You may have watched that game here on Channel 13. Natasha Howard had 17 points for the Fever. Aaliyah Boston after her with 12. And now the team says they're locked in on what's to come.
It hasn't been a perfect road, and so for us it's enjoying the little moments while at the same time understanding we have another game on Tuesday and then we have to prepare for the playoffs. But I think just being in the moment and being where our feet are, I kind of just enjoying this one.
I look at this group and the roots that have been grown throughout the course of this season and thinking about, not just where we are now and the opportunity that we have in the playoffs, but where we're going to be in the future. I said when I took this job that, a lot of these players, there's no substitute for experience. And when you can go through and grow through these types of experiences, it lays a foundation for championship culture and championship mindset.
Glad to welcome the ladies back Tuesday to Indy. They're hosting Minnesota to wrap up the regular season there.
This morning, we're hearing from neighbors after a car crashed into a house, killing the driver.
Yeah, it's wild to see this video here. This was on Delbrook Drive near West 79th Street and Ditch Road around 4 a.m. Sunday. You can see that SUV being towed away out the front of that garage and a huge hole left behind. The driver of the SUV did not survive, and they died at the hospital.
Now, we spoke with a family who lives there, and they tell 13 News none of them was hurt. But a neighbor tells us the family has several children, and the crash could have been much worse.
This is a very nice family, very caring, and just to hear that something happened to their home, my first concern was, are they all okay? And, so by a miracle, which was just wonderful, nobody of the family was hurt, and the vehicle went straight into the garage. It could have crashed anywhere else, and it was just a garage. So counting the blessings is just wonderful.
Now, we're still working to learn what exactly caused and led up to this crash. The coroner is expected to release the name of the driver who died once family is notified.
On the east side now, police are investigating this deadly shooting at a home on Delmont Drive near 42nd and Midhofer at this home. Limited details as of this morning, but we know a man was shot and killed at this home. We are waiting for the coroner to release more information on who that person is and their name, though police say they haven't made any arrest. Metro Police are also investigating a shooting on the east side Saturday night that hurt a man there. Police say they found the victim at this BP gas station on East 16th Street near Ritter and Emerson. He was in the back seat of the car, police say, and was shot in his legs. Police are now working to figure out if someone else drove him to the gas station, if there were any witnesses that saw this, or any suspect information they can pass along too. So of course, police want to hear from you. If you can help them piece this together, you can reach out to IMPD or Crime Stoppers anonymously. Happening tonight, city leaders are expected to weigh in on a pretty controversial proposal that's been unfolding on the south side.
Yeah, this is something we've been following for weeks now. We're talking about the proposed data center in Franklin Township, and tonight the Indianapolis City County Council will likely vote on rezoning on those centers. So I'm Marina Silva. She is in the studio with us this morning with more on what councilors are saying. Good morning.
Good morning. Well, 15 of the 25 city county councilors have already come out in opposition for the proposed Franklin Township data center. Those 15 meet the 50% threshold needed to reject the zoning proposal. So let's talk a little bit about what the proposal is. 13 News learned Google is actually behind the planned 468-acre facility. Last month, the Metropolitan Development Committee voted to move forward with the data center. Councilors like Nick Roberts, Allie Brown, and Michael Paul Hart have all expressed their opposition vocally. Councilor Hart says many of his constituents are sending him messages voicing their concerns.
There are over 1,000 people that have put in all their personal information, email, phone number, address, first name, last name, and their zip code that are all from 46239.
So coming up at 6:30, I'll tell you all the ways I've found that people living around Franklin Township are expressing their concerns. I've found billboards, signs, even a petition.
Oh, so it's beyond just these meetings that we've been.
Absolutely.
All right, Marina, we'll check in with you soon. Thank you. Let's check in with Matt right now. What are we looking like for the day?
Hey, we have a beautiful day ahead of us, but it is our coolest start here in Indianapolis since early June. We briefly dipped down about 48. We're still sitting at 50 right now, but summer still has 2 weeks left. It's coming back this week. We'll let you know how warm things are about to get.
And still ahead, President Trump says a decision on sending the National Guard to Chicago is coming today or tomorrow. What could be pivotal to that decision? That's coming up next.